Today, we're going to be comparing these three Milwaukee impacts. What do they cost? Which is the better one? Which is the most powerful? Let's go over all of them and see which one comes out on top. Welcome to Jethro's Garage. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here first and we're going to consult the board. We've got three impacts. All three of them are a 3/8 impact and they're all three fuel. So the 2754-20 is a little bit older. It's a little harder to find it too. But you can still find them out there. These go for $189 unless you can find them on discount, clearance, or what have you. The 2554-20, which is an M12, that last one was M18, is $199. And then the 2854, which is, they've got a new model coming out, but it is $229. So let's go through the numbers. The 2754 is 2.5 pounds, 3,200 impacts per minute, and 210 torque. The 2554, which is the M12, is 2 pounds, 3,200 inch per minute, 250 torque, and the 2854 is 3.9 pounds. That's some craziness. We're going to look at that. Inch per minute or impacts per minute, 3,500, torque 250. So how are we going to test these? Well, I've got a bench here and we're going to put some nuts in here and we're going to torque them down and we're going to time it and see how long it takes to break these loose. But I'm going to start off by explaining a few things. I've got two 4-amp-hour batteries for the M18s, fully charged. I just got them off the charger. Both of these batteries are the same age. And then I've got a 4-amp-hour M12 battery. I can't show you that it's fully charged except on here. I don't want to waste any of it. But I also brought out a 5.0 battery just to see if it gives it a little extra pep. I'm going to take and torque these bolts down, each one to 125 foot-pounds. 150 foot-pounds. I'm going to do 150 foot-pounds. And then I'm going to test each one, but I'm going to do them on 3 separate bolts. Put these things together. I'm using a washer mainly to give me something to stop this from going down further. I forget what the hardness is on these bolts. It comes from a US nuts and bolts kit. I am going to put them all 3 in here. Space them a little bit. And then I'll tighten them all down. Now, 150 foot-pounds. Why am I not going to the full mount? Well, first of all, I'm a little concerned that I'll strip these bolts out. Okay? And that's the biggest reason. Other than that, you know, I'm going to be timing them, so timing them should put me where I need to be. Just crank this booger up. What did I say, 150? I think last time I tried this, I couldn't go past a certain number when it comes to tightening them down. So that's 150. Hope you can see that. Okay, we're gonna stop right there and we're gonna fast forward just a little bit. I had to stop because the vise, it just wasn't holding the bolts. And I didn't do that whole 3 bolts per. I couldn't, it wouldn't work, it wouldn't hold them. Even when I did the 1 bolt per, it would still spin inside the vise, and it just wasn't working. And I didn't realize it till I was deep into my 2nd test or so, and it was just, the impacts were struggling because it was moving inside the vise. So I'm going to fast forward this a little bit, and we'll see when I put my big old Wilton vise up here. Okay, I finally got it to 150 foot-pounds. Actually, it ended up being 157. So we're going to test this out, and we're going to see just how quick it does it. Now, it seemed to do it last time, but there was a few issues there. Okay, let's go again. See, we still got a full back, or say, giving me 4 bars, so it should be good. Okay. I'm gonna tighten this down again. That was quick. So I think the vise was eating up some, it was eating up some of the torque. That's 153. So we're gonna try this one again. Give it another shot. It did it. Took a little longer, but it did it. A solid vise means a lot. Okay, so we're gonna try the other one. Yeah, 155 on that one. So we're gonna try this one again now that we're using a different. And we've got 4 bars here. I don't think it's going to do it. I am going to give it a shot in the butt though and see if it does a little better. Use this Forge 6 amp hour battery pack. Well, I messed up that test. I thought it was like some of the others where the one position was better, and it's not. So let's do this again. Wow, 163. Let's grab that 4 amp hour battery again. We know it does good with the Forge. Now let's see what it'll do with this. Nothing. Put the Forge back on it. Wow! You want a comparison? There's your comparison. Okay, shoot. I've had to change batteries. I have had to change other stuff. But because we had such good results on the old impact with the forge. Now we're going to try the 5 amp hour battery on the little bitty guy. So let's see what that would have been pretty easy, is how I hadn't torqued it down. Okay, I went up to 175 foot-pounds. I got to thinking about it, and we're trying to see which one's best. They're all rated for 200 or above, and we're getting 150 out of them, so let's see what we can get out of. If they can all do 175. That's 176.9. Okay, let's start with, we know that the old one can't do it unless it's got a forge. Let's try the 4 amp hour battery on the 12 volt. Okay, I thought it was going to do it there for a minute, but it didn't. And the socket actually started slipping on it. So let's try, I'm fixing to have to change out that nut. Let's try the 5 amp battery. Nope, not gonna do it. Now, let's try the forge. On this one. No, it ain't gonna do it. So far we know both of these will do 150. This one won't. I mean, but it won't do 175. Let's see what this one will do. It's funny how it just all of a sudden released. So I'm going to tighten this up one more time, because the reason I'm going to tighten it up one more time, and let's use this a different bolt. This one is probably getting a little wore out. Torquing this is a booger. Do we want to go higher? Let's go to 200. I don't know that I can actually reach 200 personally, but let's try it. It's on 200. That's 176. Yeah, 200 on the dot. Let's see if old girl will do it. We still got a full battery. Still got a full battery. Okay, I don't think it's gonna do it, but let's put the forge in it. I can't explain that. It didn't move none. And then all of a sudden it come off. I was about to stop. Let me back y'all up. Let's talk about these things. Okay, other than the mess that I got right here, we learned a few things today. One, when you're doing this, you'd probably be best if you had a quality vise, okay? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Two, these forged batteries, they might breathe a little bit more life into some of your older tools and even your newer tools. This was a 6 ounce, so I got it. It probably gave it a little extra juice just from being a 6 ounce. But I'm willing to bet a regular 6 ounce wouldn't have done as good of a job. Maybe I'll try that some other time. I've also got a test where I want to compare the forged 6 ounce against the 9 ounce and a regular 6 ounce and see how they do with the grinders. Third thing we learned, this is a pretty decent little deal. It will hit 200 foot-pounds of breakaway torque. I don't know how much further we could have went. I really don't want to tear it up, but 200 foot-pounds is pretty good, okay? You can at least do your lug nuts, some brake work, stuff like that. It's a powerful little booger. Hold on, this one. It's a powerful little booger. And then this one, well, it didn't do 175, but it'll do 150. And it's a fair amount smaller than the others. I mean, yeah. So there you go. There's not a whole lot of price difference in these either. I mean, this one is roughly 20, what did I say it was? Okay, so this is $30 more than these others, and I bet you can get a good discount. Like use, if you're military, you can get 10% discount, and you might could find it on sale or something like that. They're always running stuff like that. Understand, those prices were no sales or nothing. If I had to choose them all over again, and I could have bought them in any order, I would have bought this one first. Save a little time, save a little money. I might get with my son, ask him if he's interested in buying this one off of me, you know, give him a good deal on it. I might give it to him, but I'm not always that nice. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all take care of each other and have a great week.